MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell recently suffered yet another major legal setback when Judge Carl Nichols decided that no, Mr. Lindell, you cannot get the defamation lawsuit against you filed by Dominion Voting Systems dismissed. In fact, the judge made it pretty clear that Mike Lindell, you and your lawyers haven't even put forth an actual argument as to why the case should be dismissed other than you just want it to be dismissed. Let me read this from the judge. MyPillow has not made a serious argument that a court is required at the motion to dismiss stage in a defamation case to consider and weigh factual materials outside the pleadings and relied on by the defendant. So again, that's a lot of legal words to tell him you can't just say you want it dismissed because you want it dismissed. Like you've got to have a real factual reason as to why this lawsuit cannot move forward. And since you can't provide one, you're being sued for defamation by Dominion Voting Systems. And of course, this lawsuit, Nichols has consolidated it with the Dominion lawsuit against Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell. And as has been previously reported, Lindell's legal team is the only one that's actually not cooperating in the discovery process. They're skipping the virtual meetings that they're supposed to be having. They're not turning over evidence for discovery. They're not handing over their documents. They're not participating in any of it. And Lindell's legal team says, well, that's because, obviously, we're trying to see if our appeal to get the whole thing dismissed, happens. But the case is moving forward and it hasn't been dismissed. I've worked in the legal field for 17 and a half years. I've never heard of somebody not cooperating with discovery. And, I have assisted on cases involving some of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the country. They ended up paying out billions of dollars. Even they cooperated with discovery while trying to get the case dismissed. So I'm not sure what Lindell and his legal team are playing at, but I can tell you that if they continue to not cooperate with discovery, do you know what happens then? You get held in contempt and you go to jail. You get the criminal charges filed against you in addition to these civil charges, and you go to jail. So even if you're pending the appeal, that's not supposed to protect you from the discovery process. So again, I'm very confused as to why this is even happening, their non-cooperation. But Lindell and his legal team have also made it clear they're not settling this case. Oh, hell no. They're looking forward to discovery, they say. We're going to get our hands on all those Dominion documents that are totally going to prove our case. But Dominion says, well, we've given you our stuff. We need your stuff. We need the conversations with your lawyers. You're out there talking a big game. Technically, you could probably argue right now that Mike Lindell is still defaming Dominion, which probably isn't going to help his case at all because he's still harping on these same things that he swears he can prove. Just hasn't, done it yet. Look, I get around to it. It's like the laundry that's been sitting in the chair for a week. I swear I'm totally going to fold it. I just got to be in the right mood to do it. That's how Mike Lindell is with his evidence of voter fraud. He's like, oh, I'm totally going to release it. The day slipped by, guys. Sorry, maybe next time. No, you're not releasing it because it doesn't exist. And the fact that it doesn't exist is pretty much proven by the fact that you haven't presented it to the court to get the case dismissed. Because if you could prove anything you said, all you'd have to do, and that's basically what the judge's ruling is saying, give it to us. Because if you prove via this evidence you didn't defame them, case dismissed, you win. But he can't do it because it's not real, and that doesn't bode well for the future of this case either. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.